happy. We're gonna do a quick haul, and then I'm gonna show you the inspo that I have in mind for my friend's gift. I went a little crazy because it's not, I mean, I also got some stuff for myself, but I kind of went a little crazy. But for food options, we got this little thing here. I think they're just marshmallows, I want to say. Like, they are marshmallows. But I thought they were like cute and fun. And then I'm gonna add like a couple of these in as well. Hopefully they'll fit. They're a little heavy. These are like some treat items to add into there. And then we have like some candy items to put in there too. It's a good thing these are on sticks, so I don't have to use. I'll explain that later. Why we're making a mess. Okay, the next option that I have is this. Scrunchies. Like, who doesn't love scrunchies? She's a girlie that likes scrunchies. And then for these are an eye mask. And then we got some nail forms. I think my neighbors are back. I did pick up this kit thing. I don't want to open it in there, but it comes with like a lot of cute memories. And it's in her favorite color. So that's why I picked this one. Take this out of the bag. And this is a trash bag. Okay, so what came in that little pack that I was looking at? This. Although I don't really know what the scent is. I read it. I had to read it. Oh, it smells nice. I looked it up online. And it also came with a little bubble bath option thing. And then it came with a body butter cream. So I needed minis, and then like when I show you the inspo, you'll understand why. And then I picked up a little chapstick thing. And I picked up these here. Because I'm putting like the little nail set in there, and I was like, oh, some nail buffers might be like a cute face mask. So I'm gonna take a few of them out and put them in there. And then I'm gonna use a few of these as well. They're a little heavy, but I did get one because I needed cleansing facial wipes anyways. So I picked up some. And I wanted to give her the blue one because blue is her favorite color. So that was the options in that bag. And then the other thing that I picked up for myself, but I'm going to add some to her. So I picked up this, which is basically okay. So this one is a dragon fruit and lychee scent. Oh, this smells good. Will I be adding this to that? This smells so good. Okay, which one is this one? A pistachio almond, coconut, and salted caramel. Oh, that smells good too. It's this. This one is a blackcurrant, jasmine, and vanilla woods scent. I don't want to spray it. I smoke it. Can't smell it as strong as the other ones though. And this one is a sweet mandarin, bergamot, vanilla orchid, and pink sugar. Oh yeah, that definitely smells good too. And this is what the maybe it's one. One option that I also have. I didn't pick this up from Marshalls, but anyways, this haul is from Marshalls, which I put in the first Vlogmas vlog. Then I also picked these up. They're little oily, like oil blotting sheets for your face. Thought that would be cool to put in there. Just trying to make it like, cause she's super girly and cute, so I was trying to make that. Like the options, the only things that I'm missing is what I'm gonna pick up tomorrow. I'm gonna get a Starbucks gift card is one of the options, and then picking up flowers. And then I'm gonna show you what my inspo was that I got on Pinterest. The vibe that I'm going for my friend's birthday gift. I think it would be so cute. I just need to find wrapping paper. Oh, this one's, that might be a good idea. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for. And we're supposed to be doing like a cute meetup on Wednesday. And that's when I'll be giving it to her. So yeah, that is the haul of options. And like, they use bamboo sticks to get the stuff on. Last time I did this idea, I used some tape. Might still end up using that for some of the lighter options, but it turns out my husband had a glue gun, so never used one before. We're gonna attempt that out. So that will be the next part you see, is me trying to put these things on these little bamboo sticks.
You know what all these smell like in YouTube format last video, because I did a for all of you. But today, because I have like a lull in like actual work, I do want to try and make a TikTok about scent samples. Do like a Black Friday haul from like Alphalete stuff for today, because I did actually buy some Alphalete bits in the sale. Also got some visual after. So to the gym. At this point, I've bored you guys to death. So whilst I'm doing this workout, I just wanted to have a little bit of a chat about motivation and discipline at this time of year, because I feel like this time of year is incredibly difficult for staying disciplined, staying motivated, shall I say. And I'm not going to bore you guys with it, because I know that you guys already know motivation is a little bit of a myth. It's very unreliable, and if you get into the gym, it is completely reliant upon you feeling motivated to jump out of bed and being super excited to go. There is a high likelihood that you are going to fall off during the winter, because it's just darker mornings, darker evenings. It's harder before work, it's harder after work, and until you get that like January new burst of motivation, it can feel like a bit of a slog, and it can feel difficult. So I wanted to basically just talk about that a little bit, because I feel like something's not really spoken about that much, or when it is spoken about, you're just given the generic of like, there's not motivation, it's got to learn discipline, and that's true, but what are some like tangible things that we can actually do to make things easier for ourselves? So first of all, make sure that your program is something that you actually enjoy, and that doesn't mean you're going to feel excited to leap out of bed and do it every single day, but it will make it easier to get yourself to the gym if you are doing something that you generally enjoy. I'm not saying you're absolutely in love with it and you're jumping out of bed and that's how you need to feel about your workouts, because that's unrealistic, and honestly that's setting you guys up for long-term failure. You're not going to feel like that all the time. But if you really hate your workouts, you don't enjoy them at all, maybe it's time for a new program, maybe it's time to try classes. Remember that the gym, even though I'm a big weight girly, it's not the be-all end-all. You could use this time of year if you're low on motivation to buddy up with a friend, do some classes, do some hot yoga, do some Pilates, join a run club, do something a bit different, but make sure that you are doing something that generally you enjoy. okay? That's going to help you out tremendously. Second thing is going to be removing barriers where possible. So even something as slight as thinking about what you're going to wear to the gym, that is a barrier in itself, and you might not be thinking that it is, but anything that you can remove of having to think about so that you can almost run on autopilot at this time of year is going to help you out a ton. So if you're a morning trainer, that might mean getting your gym outfit out the night before, so it's all there ready for you to just shove on and get going in the morning. If you are a post-work trainer, that might mean that in the morning before you leave, you're either taking your stuff with you so you can go straight from work, or you're having it laid out in your bedroom ready for you when you come home to get changed into, so that you're not having to think about it. Because I'm telling you, if you give your brain too long to think about anything, especially when you're already struggling for motivation, it will absolutely 100% talk you out of doing the things that you want to do. And I think that's something that's really important, is we do live in a world where we're constantly told to listen to our bodies, and I don't think you should completely go against your body. You know, if you're feeling unwell, rest. If you're not feeling up to it, rest.
You want to stay ahead of the competition? Of course you do.
That means streamlining your essential processes, like lunch.
But what doesn't seem to get spoken about a lot is that your body and your brain, like especially your brain, wants to take the path of least resistance. And on a cold, gloomy day, your brain is going to be telling you not to bother with the gym, to stay in bed, to stay at home, to get that extra hour of sleeping, to just sack it off. Oh, I'll do it at the weekend. Then social plans come up at the weekend. Before you know it, you've not trained in 3 weeks because you were convincing yourself you'd do it at the weekend and you wouldn't. Your brain wants to take the path of least resistance, and so whilst on a lot of cases I do believe in, listening to your body, I don't think you should completely ignore yourself. I do think it's a little bit misguided, because you have to acknowledge the fact that your brain is going to want to take the path of least resistance, and that is not going to be productive for you if you are wanting to stay on track with your training at this time of year. So please keep in mind that yes, listening to your body is important, but your brain can be deceiving, and sometimes it's going to tell you that and try and talk you out of things basically, and that's where the barriers comes in, because all of those things will start adding up to your brain for your brain to convince you actually this is a big task that we can't be bothered to do. So you want to remove as many barriers as possible. Let's say you're training at a time of day where you've not had time to eat, making sure that you have a quick snack on the go, so let's say a cereal bar or a piece of fruit, something that's going to be quick digesting, things like that, removing all those barriers so that there is no time for your brain even to start talking you out of things. I've spoken about this lately. I don't really love, I don't hate Mel Robbins' Let Them theory, but I do think a lot of the basis of it kind of is, I don't know, I struggle with it sometimes. I don't think it's that groundbreaking, but one thing that she did, I don't know if she came up with it, but I've spoken about it before, I found out about it when I was at uni, is the 5-second rule. And I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently it takes your brain about 5 seconds to talk you out of doing something. So putting momentum behind where you actually want to be, what you actually want to be doing, is really important. So that means when your alarm goes off in the morning, you're getting up to turn your alarm off. You're not snoozing, you're not laying in bed and thinking about it. You're not laying in bed and scrolling on TikTok and allowing yourself to sort of have the time to talk yourself out of things, because I'm telling you, you will. We want to think that our brains would have our best interests at heart for our health and moving our bodies and reaching our goals, but the truth is, your brain is a little lazy. She wants to take the path of least resistance, and she will talk you out of things if you give her the time to do so. So removing those barriers is massively going to help with that. But yeah, I just wanted to have a little bit of a chat about motivation stuff at this time of year, because yes, I agree, it's not about motivation, it's about discipline. But a lot of the time there's so many missing pieces of that puzzle. I feel like people just say it and expect people to be like, yeah, without giving any actual tangible tips of, okay, but how, what are little things that I can do, what are things that I need to know about myself, know about my brain, know about my body to help me sort of overcome this. And I feel like it's the same with the whole calorie deficit thing. We all pretty much know by now, yeah, you need to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat, but just telling people that and not giving them any tips, not giving them any rules to follow isn't necessarily helpful. So hopefully this has helped.
Okay, my dudes.
more refreshing because I totally need more caffeine. I'm going to treat myself to an iced latte on the way home. I have a lot of editing this morning for this week's vlog, but I need to finish off on that, and I want to make some TikToks today, like I said. And then we've got Wicked Part 2 tonight. Thames has a new album out, but I've actually been listening to, I really recommend listening to Thames' new album, but I've actually been listening to Dirty Diana in the gym, so I'm going to listen to that on the way home. I'm actually a little bit scared because I'm very emotionally fragile right now. Sister is obsessed with wet hair, which is so, the area I live in, I don't think anyone's going to bat an eyelid. Like, you could go to cinema in your pajamas, and I don't think anyone would bat an eyelid. Like, tiny little, like, you really have to hide, and like, I don't think you're allowed to anymore. Like, I don't think Facebook and I just don't care anymore. They genuinely don't care. Like, I have walked in with like a takeaway bag of food before, and they've just been like, yes, fine, wash my face, take out my makeup, because I feel like it's going to make me cry. Actually, when I sing for God, I just feel like the emotional state I'm in is definitely going to make me cry. So yeah, I'm going to sit here, reply to some Instagram messages, reply to coaching messages, and I'm going to go to the gas station, choose my car a little bit. That isn't the most accessible thing in the world because it's actually really expensive. It's expensive, so I'm not like judging people being like, I'm going to be Nancy the musical, those. The second act of Wicked, it's not fun, it's not like, it's a bit dark, and like, I've seen Wicked the musical, like either, I think I've seen it in London once and I've just edited it. I'm going to post that now. This is just for fun, by the way, like this isn't even, she's so cute, and I actually filmed it on my back camera for once. Back camera has all, I must be, because my camera is, the back camera is, like, it's not flipped, it doesn't flip with a camera. I sit and edit like hours of footage of my face, so I think maybe I've just gotten more used to seeing my face. I've done like even like the little backgroundless PNGs for the perfumes as I'm talking about them. I'm really happy with it. It's such a cute TikTok, so I'm going to post that. Then, oh my god, I have a haul to show you guys. Boxes that I do for my Alpha League giveaways at this time of year. It's a really good time to get stuff for that because I can get things at a discount. That's not me being a cheap bitch, by the way. That's just me being sensible, and you will get a better box as a result. 2 throughout the year. Now, sometimes I'm an impulse buyer and I just buy something on the spot, especially for perfumes or like beauty bits, especially clothes, like higher ticket items. I write a list in my phone through the year.
I think tomorrow I'll show, well, technically later on, I'll show the end product. Alright, thanks for watching.